welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the top stories for the day. US former President Donald Trump on Tuesday said that if he is elected again, then he will use all necessary state, local, federal and military resources to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. In New Hampshire, he also tried to show that he has sacrificed for the people of the US and said, quote, "I am being indicted for you," end quote. Outgoing Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif on Tuesday denied the finalization of any candidates for the post with just a day left in the dissolution of the National Assembly, sources reported. The first added that consultations with the government's allies and his own party members on the matter were a continuous process that would be completed within a day or two. On whether a PMLN member was being appointed as the interim premier, he said parties in the ruling coalition should make a decision to ensure that the status of the interim prime minister was generally acceptable to the people. Niger's junta has denied access to a proposed diplomatic mission, and an American Union spokesperson confirmed on Tuesday. The West African country's military rulers took power in a coup late last month. The proposed mission was to be carried out jointly by the West African Bloc or ECOWAS, the African Union and the UN. This comes as the West African Bloc is set to hold a meeting on Thursday to discuss the response to Niger's defiance to its ultimatum, with ECOWAS had set for the reinstating of ousted President Mohamed Bazoum. US State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said discussing the conflict in Ukraine would be a top priority for the US President Joe Biden the upcoming G20 summit to be held in India next month. On whether anything was going to come out of the G20 summit as far as the Russia-Ukraine conflict is concerned, Matthew Miller told media people, quote, "I will say that in all of our conversations with allies and partners around the world, we continue to discuss the war in Ukraine," end quote. With that, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news and local stories. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life and save through unlimited buy two for the price of one offers and discounts starting 20% onwards at more than 2,000 leading vendors covering all your needs. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now coming up are the sports stories. Khadija Toudiani and Eugenie Lissoma played a crucial role for France, the latter getting a praise as they defeated Morocco 4-0 to enter the quarterfinals of the Women's FIFA World Cup in Australia on Tuesday. Elsewhere, a goal from Catalina Usme helped Colombia beat Jamaica 1-0 and they reached their first ever World Cup quarterfinal. Indian batter Suryakumar Yadav completed 100 sixes in T20 international cricket, becoming the fastest Indian to complete the landmark. Suryakumar accomplished the milestone during India's third T20 international match against West Indies at Guyana. In the match, during the chase of 160 runs, Suryakumar was at his vintage best, smashing 83 in 44 balls with 10 fours and 4 sixes. His runs came at a strike rate of over 188. Now for local stories, complementing the efforts made by the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology to maximize the benefit from the infrastructure in the Sultanate of Oman and expand the competitive advantage of Omani ports, the Ministry signed a framework agreement with QSS Maritime to develop, manage and operate Shiraz Port in the Ministry's General Office in Al Quair. The agreement was signed by His Excellency the Minister, Engineer Syed bin Hamad Al Mawli, on behalf of the company, and Mr. Abdul Baqi bin Ahmed Al Kindi, the CEO of the company. Opportunities of cumulus cloud formation are expected to continue over Al Hajar Mountains and the neighboring areas, with chances of thunderstorms accompanied by active downward winds on Wednesday, August 9, 2023. During the past 2 days, a number of the Sultanate of Oman's wilayats witnessed thunderstorms that led to overflow of valleys and reefs. According to the report of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources, the highest rate of rainfall precipitation was 47 mm in the Wilayat of Al-Kabil, followed by the Wilayat of Al-Kabura with 39 mm and thirdly, Wilayat of Rostaq with 32 mm. Those are the top stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.